Okay, so first up, huge thank you from Planet Mosh for taking your time out of the day for us.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate it. Yeah, so where do I start? First up, awesome tour. 3 bands, just so strong, making a killer lineup. So how's it gone so far?
It's been amazing. This is actually the last night of this run, so we're a little bit sad that it's coming to an end, but it's a great way to end the tour with the biggest show of the tour in London at the Forum. It's like 2,000 tickets sold, and great venue and great city, and looking forward to tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been great. Like, Fear Factory's really been great to us. I've known them for a long time.
Yeah.
And I've worked with Dino as a producer and mixer on a bunch of stuff over the years. And so we're really happy about this opportunity to be on this tour. We're sharing a bus with them, and it's like a big family. And there's Max right over there. We got Max. Max is amazing. Yeah, so we did our first tour. Our record just came out like in September, and our first tour was direct support for Fear Factory in America, which was awesome as well. Every night was amazing. We loved it. And then over here, Europe, it's been bigger shows, and been really exciting, and just feels good to be back on stage for me. It feels good to see my new band with all these new guys like doing it for the first time. Nothing but fun.
Yeah. Oh. How did you guys meet and all get together as a band?
Well, it started with just Lauren and I. My friend Monty Connor from Nuclear Blast sent me this video clip of her playing guitar, sent it to me thinking that I might want to do a production deal with her, like a development deal. I do that, you know, like in between jobs I do like developing stuff, which is sort of a passion project, but I've had some good success doing it. Yeah. In like, you know, finding a singer and co-writing music with them and producing and helping them put a band together and then getting them signed to a record deal and sending them on their way. So I was the first person Monty thought of when he saw this girl, and so I took a meeting with her, and this is just in April 2014, so like a year and a half ago, I guess. And we hit it off and got together, wrote a song, and that song was called Time of the Disease. It ended up on our album, and after the second song, I just started feeling really attached to the music and was feeling like a good intuition about this band, and so I decided I wanted to start playing again, so that I was not just going to be the producer, I was going to be in the band, which is a big thing for me, because I've been like in the studio for 12 years or more.
Wow. Brilliant.
Yeah, and then after we Lauren and I wrote all the music together and the lyrics, and I did the production, and Damien is our bass player. He was around from the beginning, and he played bass on the album. And then when it was finished, we ended up getting the drummer we have now, Dylan Trollope, and the other guitar player we have, Skylar Howard. And that completed the band, and they're great guys. It's it's really fun. It's got a good chemistry. We work well together live, but it's still a new band, so we're still growing. This is our 43rd show ever.
Okay.
But it's been good. It's like I knew the guys we picked for this were all good and ready to do it, and Lauren as well. Yeah. But she had never been on stage before Once Woman. Yeah, so that first gig we did was in Flagstaff, Arizona with Fear Factory. That was like, we were already committed. We were on the road. That was our first time ever. So it wasn't never tested before, but I knew it would be good, and it was better than I thought. So she's a natural, and that crowd response in particular was one of the best we've ever had. Like, they had never heard us before, and they went crazy. Mosh pit, and at the end of our set, we're chanting "Once Human" when we went off stage. That's like, brilliant. I was like, wow, okay, we did something good. Yeah. So it's just been, it's been fun and awesome ever since then. Yeah.
Oh, excellent. How was the writing process for you, for The Life I Remember? What kind of influences did you take in with you?
Well, it's just a really, like a mesh between Lauren's taste and my taste, and my style and her style. She comes from like a black metal background, and I come from like American groove metal, and we both have a affinity for like orchestral elements. She did just because of the black metal thing, but she's also like plays piano and has been writing symphonies in her head since she was a kid. Like she's had these symphonies playing in her head that keep her awake at night, and never had a way to get them out.
Yeah.
And then I've worked on a lot of visual media music where I use orchestral elements for like, you know, movie trailer music and video games. I did Metal Gear Rising soundtrack, which was a hybridized heavy metal mixed with industrial and orchestral kind of vibe music, and then I've scored some movies. So that's something I've developed as, you know, a producer after I left the bands that I used to play in.
Yeah.
And so that was like a natural middle ground for us to incorporate like orchestral into the metal.
Yeah.
And we just did what we felt like. We wrote what we felt was good to us, and didn't try to make it fit into like a trendy subgenre of metal or anything. We just made real metal that felt good to us. And I believe we ended up with some good sense of identity and unique individuality. And I feel like at the same time that we have a lot of room to grow, and that our sound will develop dramatically after when we do the second record, just because we've done this now, and we also have a full band. Before it was just Lauren and I, and now we have these other guys, and they're all good writers as well. And my drummer Dylan, even he plays guitar, and he's a guitar player where he writes millions of riffs. He's really good. So there's going to be more contributors in the collaboration for the second record, and hopefully for the rest of the albums, whatever that we will do. So yeah, I'm excited for the future.
Okay. What do you miss most when you're out on tour? You've not been on the road for a while. What are you finding?
Well, I miss the whole thing. It's like the sense of freedom and the good adrenaline rush you get every night when you play this music that means so much to you, and like just to connect with the fans and see them smile and see them scream, and you know, meeting all the kids after, and you know, taking pictures, and I love to travel, and this I really like. I enjoy seeing that my bandmates, you know, and Lauren just like experienced this for the first time. Yeah, it's nice to see it through their eyes, even though I've done it many times before. Yeah, it's all good.
What's been your highlight so far for the band?
For the band, I mean, the fact that we even like thought about this idea a little over a year ago, and we've already done 2 tours, and we have an album out worldwide. Yeah, that's not an easy thing to do. I feel pretty pleased and proud of that. Yeah. The touring highlights, like I just said, the first tour was really watching these new guys and girl like do it for the first time. It was really heartwarming, and they all made me proud and stuff. And I enjoyed that. And now, like on this tour, we've been playing a Machine Head cover every night, and it gets the kids going fucking mental every night, and it feels good. It's like, yeah, it's a good. I think that's one of the highlights as far as like the shows that we're doing on this tour.
Yeah. And lastly, what are your plans for the future for the band? How's next year looking for you?
Well, I'm working on coming back to Europe for some shows in France, like 10 shows in France at least. And then I'm working on some more international dates that are not booked yet, so I can't really say. So I'm planning to do some extensive touring, like Europe and abroad elsewhere, and hopefully to get back into Europe for the summer. And I would like to get us out in the States in early 2016, but it's like, I don't know, it hasn't fallen into my lap yet, and I'm out there looking for it, but it's like, you know, I am going back to produce some music, and everyone needs to go work a little bit in January, and so I'll be back in Las Vegas as my home base now, working on studio projects for some clients, and playing a lot of poker tournaments and winning.
Brilliant.
One of my other passions.
Oh, nice. Brilliant. Well, thank you for taking your time out of your day for
All
me
right.
and for Planet Mosh.
Yeah, thank you, Planet Mosh. Fuck yeah.